Welcome to History as Old, where we journey across centuries to uncover the story of the Jewish state of Israel. From ancient beginnings through exile, return, state building, conflict and renewal, we tell how land, faith and people converged. In this epic narrative, we step into the footsteps of prophets and kings, conquerors and settlers, diplomats and warriors, ordinary citizens and refugees. The land between the Mediterranean and Jordan River has witnessed empires rise and fall. Identities forged and challenged, hopes fulfilled and deferred. Join us now as we explore 20 scenes in the untold chronicle of Israel, the echoes of the past reverberating into our present. In the early 2nd millennium BCE, the land we now call Israel belonged to the Canaanite city-states, a vibrant mixture of culture and territory. According to Hebrew tradition, the patriarch Abraham settled there, forging the first covenant between the people of Israel and the land. Over time, his descendants became the Hebrews, who at times lived in Egypt, then returned to the land of Canaan. Archaeology confirms that city-states such as Hazor, Megiddo, and Beit Shean flourished in this period. The idea of a promised land grew in the collective memory. This era set the stage for the later emergence of Israelite identity, anchored in both land and faith. Legend tells that the Hebrews, under the leadership of the prophet lawgiver Moses, escaped Egyptian bondage, crossed the wilderness, and entered the land of Canaan. While scholars debate the historicity, archaeological evidence shows the appearance of new settlements in the Central Highlands around 1200–1000 BCE. These villages, modest in scale, gave rise to a people distinct from their surroundings by religion and identity. Over decades, the tribes coalesced. Around 1000 BCE, the figure of King David emerges, conquering Jerusalem and forging it into a capital, a symbol of nationhood and faith. Under King David and his successor Solomon, the tribes of Israel reached their greatest unity. Solomon built the first temple in Jerusalem, a magnificent center for worship and national identity. It became the spiritual heart of the people, integrating religion and governance. The kingdom's influence extended across trade routes and the region's political map. But unity proved fragile. Heavy taxation and building projects created tension, and the monarchy's maintenance of power through alliances foreshadowed division. Yet in this golden age, the idea of Israel as a chosen people in their land was realized in architecture, scripture, and civic memory. Following Solomon's death, the kingdom fractured. The 10 northern tribes formed the northern kingdom of Israel, while Judah and Benjamin remained as the southern kingdom of Judah. The split deepened political, religious, and cultural differences. The northern kingdom carried on with its own capitals and rulers, while Judah sought continuity in Jerusalem. In 722 BCE, the northern kingdom fell to the mighty Assyrian Empire, and its people were dispersed, giving rise to the lost tribes of Israel. The division marked a turning point. Israel's future would be shaped by exile as much as independence. In In 586 BCE, the kingdom of Judah was conquered by the Neo-Babylonian Empire. Under Nebuchadnezzar II, Jerusalem and the temple were destroyed, and many leading citizens were carried into captivity. This trauma is central to Jewish history: the loss of land, the destruction of the sacred space, the separation from home. The prophets lamented the fall, and temple worship was suspended. Yet in exile, the identity of the people crystallized around Torah, memory and hope for return. This era planted the seed of long-term longing for Zion, a concept that would echo through millennia. With the rise of the Achaemenid Persian Empire, the Persian king Cyrus the Great issued a decree allowing the exiled Jews to return to Jerusalem and rebuild the temple. The Second Temple was completed around 515 BCE, and the city walls were restored under leaders such as Nehemiah. Although political control remained foreign, the community renewed its religious life and commitment to scripture. The Persian period thus marked both continuity and change. The land remained under empire, yet Jewish identity and religious institutions were re-established. In 332 BCE, the conquests of Alexander the Great brought Hellenistic rule to the land, leading to Greek cultural influences and tension in Judea. In 167 BCE, the Maccabean revolt freed parts of the land and produced the Hasmonean dynasty, granting the Jews brief political independence. They expanded territory, reasserted Jewish rights, and struggled between assimilation and tradition. Yet internal divisions and external pressure remained. By 63 BCE, the region fell under the dominance of the Roman Republic, setting the stage for profound change and the eventual transformation of Judea into a Roman province. Under Roman rule, the land of Judea faced mounting tensions. In 70 CE, the Romans destroyed the Second Temple, and by 132-135 CE, the Bar Kokhba revolt was crushed. Jerusalem was renamed Aelia Capitolina, and Jews were banned from the city. Many were killed, taken into slavery, or dispersed across the empire. During this time, Jewish life shifted toward rabbis, synagogues, and the diaspora. The memory of temple and homeland became spiritual and symbolic. The land remained contested, the people resilient, their identity carried across continents and centuries. After the Roman Empire adopted Christianity, the city of Jerusalem became a center of the Byzantine Empire. In 638 CE, Muslim armies captured the land, and rule passed to the Rashidun, Umayyad, and Abbasid caliphates. In 691, the Dome of the Rock was built on the Temple Mount. Later, the Crusades, 1099 to 1291, brought European Christian rule briefly, followed by the Mamluks and then the Ottoman Empire from 1517. In each era, the land remained a religious crossroads, shaped by conquest, coexistence, and conflict. Jewish communities persisted, often as minorities in a vast imperial landscape. For 4 centuries, the Ottoman Empire governed the land. The Jewish population remained small but present. In the late 19th century, the rise of Zionism in Europe, motivated by persecution and national aspiration, brought the first major waves of Jewish immigration, Aliyah, to Palestine. They drained swamps, planted trees, and established settlements like Tel Aviv. Simultaneously, Arab nationalism and local unrest grew. The land's demographic and political fabric began to shift fundamentally, setting the stage for modern nation-building. During World War I, the British defeated the Ottomans in the Sinai-Palestine campaign and gained control under the League of Nations mandate. The 1917 Balfour Declaration expressed British support for a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. Jewish immigration accelerated, drawing global Jewish refugees, especially during Nazi persecution. Tensions escalated between Jews, Arabs, and British authorities. In 1947, the UN proposed partition. In 1948, the British mandate ended. This era was the final push toward independence, but also brought deep divisions that remain unresolved. On 14th of May 1948, the Jewish agency leader David Ben-Gurion proclaimed the State of Israel in Tel Aviv, just as the British mandate expired and the United States recognized the new state minutes later. The declaration announced equal rights for all citizens and appealed for peace with the surrounding Arab states. The very next day, armies from Egypt, Syria, Jordan, Iraq, and Lebanon invaded. The birth of Israel triggered war, mass displacement, refugee flows, and an urgent need to build institutions from scratch. The new state faced immediate existential threats, even as it celebrated national rebirth. In the 1948 and 49 war, Israel defended its survival and secured more territory than envisaged under the UN partition plan. Meanwhile, around 700,000 Palestinian Arabs became refugees. Jewish immigrants poured in from Europe and Arab lands, swelling population and stretching resources. Israel established state institutions, absorbed immigrants, and created a national army. Yet it remained under pressure, military, economic, and political. Security concerns dominated. The old frontier with Jordan, Egypt, and Syria shaped defense policy. These early years built the resilient framework of a country born in conflict but determined to thrive. In June 1967, the Six-Day War erupted when Israel launched preemptive strikes against Egyptian, Jordanian, and Syrian forces. Within 6 days, Israel captured the Sinai Peninsula, Gaza Strip, West Bank, including East Jerusalem, and Golan Heights. This dramatic territorial expansion transformed the country's strategic position and ignited deep regional tensions. UN Security Council Resolution 242 called for land for peace, but the implications were complex. Israeli society grappled with occupation and integrating new populations. Palestinian national identity sharpened, the Middle East map was changed forever. In October 1973, Arab armies launched a surprise attack on Israel on the holy day of Yom Kippur. Bordering on disaster, Israel mobilized its reserves and eventually repelled the assault. The war shattered illusions of invulnerability and led to political and strategic reflection. It paved the way for the 1979 peace treaty with Egypt, the first between Israel and an Arab state. The era marked a shift. The realities of diplomacy and negotiation entered Israeli defense thinking. Yet occupation and unsettled conflict remained. The national psyche was transformed by both victory and trauma. The 1980s and 90s brought neighboring peace treaties, with Egypt in 1979 and with Jordan in 1994, but conflict persisted. The 1982 Lebanon War brought Israeli forces into southern Lebanon, and the First Intifada, 1987-93, rose among Palestinians in the occupied territories. In 1993, the Oslo Firm Accord between Israel and the Palestine Liberation Organization offered hope of two-state peace, yet many issues remained unresolved. Territories, refugees, Jerusalem, security. These decades combined daring diplomacy with uneasy stalemate. In the new millennium, Israel faced new kinds of conflict. The 2006 Lebanon War, Gaza Wars, the rise of the Islamist movement, Hamas, and internal divisions over religion, society, and identity. At the same time, Israel became a global player in technology, agriculture, and innovation. Diaspora Jewish ties deepened, while the Arab population within Israel sought recognition. Demographic change, immigration from Ethiopia and the former Soviet Union, and contested settlements in the West Bank shaped national debate. Israel's story now merges ancient memory with cutting-edge future amid regional turmoil. Split-screen landscape of Israeli tech startup office on left, Israeli soldiers in Gaza Strip conflict zone on right. In recent years, Israel has achieved diplomatic breakthroughs with Arab states. The Abraham Accords 2020 brought normalization with UAE, Bahrain, and others. Israel joined the International Monetary Fund and became a major regional power. Yet the core conflict with the Palestinians remains unresolved, and Israel faces criticism over occupation, settlements, and human rights. Domestic politics have grown fractious, coalition governments frequent, and questions about the nature of Jewish democratic identity intensified. Israel now stands at a crossroads, recognized, technologically advanced, yet challenged by the past and uncertain about the future. As of 2025, Israel is home to nearly 10 million people, a dynamic democracy in a volatile region. Its economy thrives on high-tech, medicine, security, and water innovation. But deep divisions remain between Jewish and Arab citizens, secular and religious, settlers and Palestinians in the West Bank. Periodic eruptions of violence, such as with Hamas and Gaza, continue to overshadow prospects for peace. The question of how Israel reconciles its Zionist identity, its democratic institutions, and its obligations to the land and its neighbors remains central. The echoes of the past still resonate in the debates of the present. The story of Israel is not only a recounting of war or statecraft, it is the story of faith, survival, memory, innovation, and human longing. From ancient patriarchs to modern engineers, from temple ruins to skyscrapers, the land remains a symbol for millions. While conflict continues, so does hope, for reconciliation, for shared prosperity, for the right of two peoples to live in peace. As we reflect on the many echoes of the past, let us also look forward to a future where history teaches lessons of humility, inclusion, and cooperation. This is the next chapter in Israel's story, and it belongs to all of us.